All right, everybody, good evening. Joe, I'm so glad you're joining me and you're letting me know that you have lots of family in Haiti. Welcome, everybody. It's your girl, Anaya A, and we are presently live here on this platform. The Anaya A Show is back live this evening. There's a slight glitch in the way things are appearing on Facebook presently and through Zoom. Oh, okay. I think that's a little bit better. It looks like I have red eyes, but I don't. It's just the backdrop. I'm not in my usual location. And that's because literally there was a shooting, an active shooter, like in my community today. My building was shut down where I usually go live from. So please excuse me. This is not my typical live platform. It's so funny because we managed to make it on exactly at like 9:30 p.m. So welcome again to the Anaya A Show, guys. We had some technical difficulties, but I already have a friend on Instagram that's talking to me, who's talking to me in regards to him feeling so discouraged about what's going on in Haiti. He's feeling literally frustrated. That's such a great word to share at this present time, right? Frustrated is a very good word to utilize. Um, and you know what? There's so many other words to utilize for Haiti. But Joe, if you want to join me on live on Facebook and on Zoom, all you got to do is type in 436 903 4585. I'll be accepting people in just a few minutes. I'm sorry that it took us so long to get on here. But again, that number is 436 903 4585 to join your girl Anaya A live to talk about your frustrations. If you do feel frustrated about what's going on in Haiti, then join me now, 436 903 4585. Again, 436 903 4585. I'm going ahead and putting that information out live right now. And again, sorry for like the technical issues that we're having with our live platform. Interestingly enough, before we even get started this evening, and I may have to share with Facebook and these other entities that I do not own the rights to any music that's going to be played. I do not own the rights of anything that's going to be played, even the video that I'm in. All I own are the pictures that I'm going to play of the arrestation. So give me 1 second. We are live now. Tell a friend, 1 year anniversary. So here's what today is. It's the 1 year anniversary of us shutting down the Brooklyn Bridge and getting arrested for the cause. I can't believe what Haiti is still going through. But if you want to join me, click on Zoom and dial in now, 436 903 4585. You don't need a password. Join now. I do not own the rights, because I don't need them coming back later, the rights to any music that is playing. Okay, I hope that's the right way to say this. I hope this is the right, words that I'm supposed to be utilizing. All right, we are live on the Anaya A Show, and I'm, coming back slowly, guys. Motherhood ain't no joke, but I'm so happy that I have a few minutes that I can come on live and share my thoughts with you guys. It's been a very hectic day for me, and as I mentioned, this is not my typical location where I would be going live, and that's because there was an active shooting, and my whole building actually got shut down today. I'm getting calls about that shooting today. Let me do this real quick. Let me play and get the show started. Let me play this. Let me play this right now, this beautiful song in regards to Haiti. And then I'm going to call this friend back right away. And this is the NIA show. People are calling me. Like I said, it's our 1 year anniversary since we shut down the Brooklyn Bridge. But also, today there was an active shooting right in my area of Harlem, USA, and my whole building got shut down. So therefore, I'm coming to you live from another location. So stick with me. It's your girl Anaya A, and I'm live. Again, if you want to join me, that number is 436 903. Literally 436 903 4585. We're going now All right, guys, we are going on now with this song, intro song. I know I've been talking for a couple of seconds. Welcome, T-Cat. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Welcome. We are live now. I have to return a phone call really quickly. And in the interim, I want you guys to watch this video clip. Let me know how you feel about what's going on with Haiti, and let's have a conversation this evening. Welcome to the NIA show. I know it's been a minute. All right, guys. All right. So that is literally something that I wanted to play, which is Haiti's national anthem, which literally, so many people fought so hard for Haiti's independence, and we got that independence in 1804. It's very interesting how this video clip literally stopped right here on the Haitian flag. I don't think I had other images, if I'm not mistaken. No, there weren't any other images, but in the very beginning, the beautiful Haiti mountains were right here. And this is like a beautiful location in the mountains of Haiti. And Haiti is actually a very beautiful place. I remember at a very young age, I would write poetry about Haiti because I couldn't understand. And of course, I'm getting to the crux of the topic this evening, but I'm giving this platform a couple of minutes to build as I'm discussing with you, that day last year. But either way, I remember as a child and growing up, and when you live in New York City where you're around a whole lot of Haitian people, or island people, people that look like you don't necessarily feel out of the loop. You don't necessarily feel like your life is out of order, you know? You feel like you belong because everybody around you looks like you. And so what happened is, as I got older, sorry, I can't talk right now, I'm live. As excuse me, as I got older and I was relocated to South Florida to a very racist community, I realized that I wasn't the same as other children. And then I had the issue where I was getting bullied, like left, right, front, and center, you know, by people that did not look like me. And those that did look like me were so brainwashed. People that were Black and brown, they were so brainwashed thinking that they were better than, you know, your girl Anaya, or others, you know, that were Black and brown as well. And I didn't understand it. So as a young girl, I literally went through all these challenges because I got stripped away from New York City and tossed into South Florida in a racist community where there were so many white people that literally hated, you know, migrants, immigrants, or what have you. And then I had the Black people, Black Americans, or even if they weren't Black American, they were from other countries or what have you. And then they would say things like Haitians eat cats and Haitians like smelled and Haitians came off of a banana boat. And I never understood it because I was like, what do you mean Haitians come off of a banana boat? We all came on a plane, because I never knew that our Haitian people had to literally take a boat to come into the United States, especially into the Miami shores. And that's where I predominantly was raised for a while. So you could only imagine my disbelief when I would see the Haitian people coming in on boats into the United States as a little girl, never had experiencing that before in all my life, never traveled on a banana boat myself, my family, you know, made sure that we all flew in, you know what I'm saying? We all flew in into the United States from wherever we were, especially coming from New York City and things of that nature. So it was just very trying for me as a Black girl, not comprehending why racism still happened, why people were making fun of me, why I had to fight for my right to be a beautiful Haitian girl when the people around me in New York or whatever loved being Haitian and they celebrated their beauty. They celebrated their beauty when they said that they were Haitian and they would speak their Creole. But in South Florida, for example, the people did not want to speak Creole. The people in South Florida were embarrassed of literally their nationality. And it was the most frustrating thing because I sat there and I was like, why are these people not saying that they're Haitian? I don't get it. I do not understand it. And I was very hurt by the people that did not want to represent Haiti when I knew that they were Haitian. Again, for everybody that's tuning in, it's your girl Anaya. I'm not going to be on for very long this evening due to the fact that I have a newborn baby and also the location that I'm in. My eyes look really red right now. My eyes are not red. I'm not a demon. I'm your girl Anaya. I literally just have an issue with the device tonight because of the location that I'm in. Typically, I'm in another location, but interestingly enough, as I'm coming to talk about this 1 year situation, 1 year anniversary, if you may, of when we, you know, fought on the Brooklyn Bridge, got the Brooklyn Bridge shut down. Well, what ended up happening was today, as I went to my office to do this video in the comfortable space that I'm usually at, guess what, guys? There was an active shooting. So it's been one of those days today, but that's okay. I'm going to stay positive. God knows why everything is happening. And all I can do is just be happy in the midst of my stress presently. And all I know is that I'm going to get through this video clip without crying, hopefully, because I got some good news tonight. And before I share that good news, if you're watching tonight, like, share love with your girl Anaya A. Share with your friends. And before I play this next clip, I want to say praise God for my sister who gave me some good information, not my blood sister, but a sister in the movement. She gave me some really good information right before I came online. I called her. I don't know if she wants her name out there. So I'm just going to let you know now that my sister told me literally that we have immigrants coming in, and the mayor, the new mayor of the city of New York, is allowing our Haitian immigrants to come in. And I am so happy by this news because it seemed like we had no hope, absolutely positively no hope. But the new mayor is allowing for us as a people to literally have some hope. And he is allowing, oh, literally, one of the organizations is Hope, Haitian American United, I think is the name of for progression, I believe. Hope, HAUP. Oh, that's interesting. Hope is one of the organizations that's working very hard to bring forth the immigrants that are coming in from Mexico, from all sorts of different places. So I just wanted to share that with you. I do have a little more hope this evening, and I'm happy to say that this is happening, and that we do have a little more hope tonight. So shouts out to my sis for sharing that information with me and letting me know that, yes, we do have some people coming in. Now, there are people in my inbox actually, which I can't send the actual link to you all presently because I'm live. But all I gotta say is if you're watching and you wanna come on live and join me, all you gotta do is go to Zoom and type in 436-903-4585. Again, that's 436-903-4585, and you'll be able to come in. You do not need a passcode. You do not need a passcode. Just click on Zoom and press in 436 903-4585, and you'll be able to be in right now with your girl Anaya A. So you could talk about how you feel about this situation where we are literally allowing the immigrant population to come in, and there are other organizations. There's a ton of organizations that are helping bring them in, and that actually makes me very happy right now. Again, I'm not going to say the name of my sis who let me know this information because I didn't get her permission to, but I'm so thankful for her sharing just a little bit of good news with me because just yesterday, I got bad news. I got bad news of what's going on in Haiti, which I do not want to share presently, but just know that I got bad news just yesterday about Haiti. And today I have a little more hope that our immigrants are able to come into the country. And we are literally seeing a change in regards to the immigrants that are coming in. And I want to hear from all of you tonight on how you feel about this situation. Again, it's your girl Anaya A, and I'm so thankful that you all are with me. And if you're wondering what I'm doing, I have a couple different devices and phones here, whereas I'm sharing information on my platforms and hoping that you all join me. So again, this year is the 1 year anniversary, if you may, of when myself and 5 others literally joined forces and we shut down the Brooklyn Bridge just last year. This occurred on this date on 2021. It was a very sad occasion because at the end of the day, nobody wants to go on a bridge and shut down the city because their fellow immigrants are not being let into the country and they're being beaten. Here's one of the key factors that we have to remember, right? Here's one of the key factors that we have to recall. Not only were the people not being let into the country in the United States, although there's a law in place, wet foot, dry foot, in place, Title 42, etc., that says that our people that come here, if as long as one of their feet are touching the land, then guess what? They are allowed to come into the country, right? And then they have to go through what you call the due process situation. Well, ironically enough, as we saw, the government, the Biden administration was not allowing for the people to even come in or anything. And that's what was so frustrating about the whole situation, because you know what? It wasn't fair that other communities are getting all sorts of help. They are allowed to come into this country. They are getting all sorts of billions of dollars and things of that nature for them to come into this country and start their lives over. We know who they are. We don't have to talk about it publicly, right? But we know what's going on. And one of the things that pisses me off the most is the mere fact that Biden administration begged us as a Haitian people and as a Black Native people or people that are from this country that can vote, etc. They begged us to vote for Biden. We know the truth. And so at the end of the day, let's not forget the sacrifices that the Haitian people have made for this country. Let's not forget everything that they have done for the people here in the United States. But also, let's talk about it. Haitian people bring a tremendous amount of value. Haitian people bring in a tremendous amount of value into this country. I don't recall seeing Haitian people going out there and robbing people and stabbing people, raping people. Yes, these crimes occur like here in the United States or what have you, but let's be realistic. You don't see this happening at a large number as you see other communities do it, right? So at the end of the day, yes, Haitian people do commit crimes. Haitian people are here trying to find a better living, trying to find a better way. But that's what the whole United States is based on. The United States is based on people coming to this country and literally trying to find a better life, trying to find another way of living. So here it is that we are in 2021, which was last year, right? And we saw that the people were getting beaten on the borders of Mexico. And when we saw these things happening, it was so frustrating because at the end of the day, we were literally in a situation where we didn't know what to do. We didn't know whether or not to cry, kick, scream. I know personally, I was so depressed. I was so depressed. And I got a call, and the call came in, and they were like, Anaya, A, let's go and shut down the Brooklyn Bridge. Now, mind you, may I just share, mind you, prior to that, I got another set of calls from the community that wanted me to do different actions. And that's what we are working on. But the shutting down of the Brooklyn Bridge was done by 6 of us. 6 of us literally shut down that Brooklyn Bridge. Joining me now is a sister in the cause, and I'm so glad she's here. My sister is here, and I'm so glad she's here. Welcome, 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 Sister Trina. You are right on time, sis. How are you?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sis. You're live on the Anaya A Show. We're talking about the immigration issue with Haiti. And today was one of the craziest days ever for your girl, Anaya A, but I made it, sis. How about you?
I'm good.
Yes, talk to me. What do you have to say about this situation, my love?
I'm kind of sort of like lost. What situation?
I can't with you. I thought you were watching. Hi, welcome, Danny. Danny is also live with me presently about the immigration situation. Last year, myself and 5 others got arrested on the Brooklyn Bridge. Rev Kev is the one who helped orchestrate that whole situation.
Wow. Okay. I'm just learning about this.
Okay. So yes, last year was a day that was historical in Brooklyn. I wish we would have done more for the cause, but our people, it's so hard to get things, together and keep the community together. Other groups get things together and they stick it through. For whatever reason, our community has a hard time with that. However, it still resonates very dearly in my heart because Haiti is going through hell, and we took a stance that other people would not take. So here it is a year later, and I'm talking about it because it happened literally last year. Also, Danny is online. I don't know who Danny is exactly, but Danny, would you like to say anything? All right, maybe not. That's okay. Annie is on live with us as well. So sis, you know what I'm gonna do? Do you have any questions or concerns before I play the video?
Play the video.
All right, excellent. So I'm gonna play the video from last year. And for those that are on with us, please share with a friend. We are on live right now. We are talking about this situation. Again, I wish more was done. Give me 1 second, sis. I am going to share this. Hi, everyone. Please join me now. I'm back. I'm back at it again. Oh, okay. Oh my God, my phone is freezing, and it's really ridiculous at this point. My phone, I have like all these different phones and they're giving me a hard time. So sis, I'm gonna play the video of last year's endeavor. And for those that are watching live, please share with a friend. Sis, you can share on your platform too, please, if you can. Definitely share on your platform. But it's so funny. I'm gonna talk to you more offline about so much that's on my heart right now. But it's okay.
Please do.
Yes, honey, we have so much to discuss. But let me go ahead and share this live video. It's very hard for me to watch. I get emotional, so I'm not gonna be totally watching because every time I relive this moment, it just breaks my heart that our Haitian people have to go through this. And um, and a lot of people have negative things to say about Haiti because they're like, they don't get it. But what I say is like America was literally founded on, stealing this land. The American people, white people stole this land. There are people already here, right? But they stole this land and then they brought black people on this land. I think that the racist forefathers and things did not expect us to say like, oh, these black people are going to be enslaved, that they may go back to Africa. But where are we supposed to go back to is the question. Can I get an amen, sister?
Well, we definitely call them colonizers.
Colonizers, absolutely. We can't go back to Africa because we don't have any homeland anymore. But this is the video clip. As you can see, I was a redhead. For those that are watching on Instagram, you can join
And
me on
who makes
Facebook.
this land the white man's land? Nobody.
Nobody, that part. But they stole the land, is what I'm saying, essentially. But we have to do our part to stand up for those that are trying to. Oh, and here's another thing, real quick, before I play the video. Here's another factor that people forget. So the land was colonized is one thing. They steal black people from different, countries, and they make them enslaved. They enslave the black people that were here and things of that nature. And then here's the sad part. Like a lot of times they're like, go back to Africa, go back to Africa, but we don't have an Africa to go back to. And then the Africans are like, we don't even know where you come from in Africa. And so there's all these
Mhm.
Africans still there, and we're just like stuck in between. And even me as a Haitian American, right? Like I had freedom since 1804, but how free was I when America was still stealing our land and stealing our valuable goods and our minerals and everything on the land? And it's still happening today. So when people want to act so derogatory and say mean things to myself and to others that look like me, it's like damned if you do and damned if you don't. But like you said, it's not their land, but they stole the land and they've been stealing from us for generations. Would you agree?
Um, can I say something?
Absolutely.
Because in reality, this is not even the white people's land. Let's be real. You stole this from Native American, you tricked them out of their land,
Mhm.
and this is stolen land. So when you tell me to go back to where I'm supposed to come from,
Right?
you need to think about where you came from because you're not the original of this land. So
Absolutely.
when you say those things and then I have a rebuttal, like just don't be mad at me for having that rebuttal.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the thing. That's the thing. But as a child, when they would say stuff like that, because I don't hear it now. I wish I would hear it now, sis. We would be fighting, fighting, fighting. So
Mhm.
I don't hear it now. But when I heard it as a child, oh my God, I was fighting then because I'm like, wait a minute, how dare you? And I didn't know as a child that racism was still a thing and people were enslaved for so long and all the brutality that was done because I was young. But now that I know the truth, I can do my part as an activist, as an advocate, as an educator to share that this is wrong behavior, this is the wrong mentality to have, and we need to put an end to it. So that's why I do what I do for sure. And I know you stand with me, sis, because you
Yes.
agree, like you said, this is not their land to begin with. They stole it. They literally stole the land.
And
And
you have to understand what white people, they just have this sense of entitlement. They
yeah,
feel like things are entitled to them, and no matter what we say, it doesn't matter because that's they, and it's just that entitlement behavior is embedded in them. That's just something that's been passed on from generation to generation, from generation to generation, and
yeah,
it's something that they can't get rid of because it's embedded in them.
uh-huh, uh-huh. And we see it even with the country of England presently and
Mhm.
what's happening there. But that's another story. I
Mhm.
will digress. sister, if I get into that, it's gonna take forever, but you're absolutely right. And we have to do our part to make sure our voices are heard and we receive our freedoms and we keep fighting for our reparations. But in the meantime and in between time, like I said in my video, this is the actual video of us getting arrested on the Brooklyn Bridge. We had 6 people that joined that fight. And if anybody wants to come on live, join me at 436-903-4585. I'm on live with my sister Trina Davis, aka Trina Nicole. I don't know which one to call my sis.
Trina Nicole.
Because it's on, it got another name on that name thing. That's why I was like, wait a minute, which one are we calling you? Trina Nicole. My sister Trina Nicole is with me live. Thank you so much, Gregory Roberts. Gregory is saying it's so lovely to see us tonight. Thank you so much. And here's the video now, sis.
Okay.
No charges will be placed against you. If you remain in the roadway and refuse to operate the sidewalk, you will be placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct. On the ground. You are unlawfully in the roadway and you are trapped.
Nation lives matter. Nation lives matter. Nation lives matter. Where, God, where? Where, God? We've done so much. Why are we going through you, God? God, where are you? Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Kamala Harris. What they do yet? Asylum now. Asylum. That was you smoking on something?
Right.
Yeah. What you smoking on?
Oh,
My bad. I was smoking a cigarette. Oh, you smoking a cigarette?
Trina.
I thought it was weed,
Yeah.
girl.
Trina, you're still live.
You ain't broke that yet. No. Is that coming up next?
I'm here with you, sis.
Oh God, what am I about to get into? Is your name Danny?
Oh, wow.
Well, my name is Danielle.
Who is this?
Okay,
This is on Facebook. Sorry, Trina.
I'm originally from Georgia.
Hold on one second. What is this? All right. I don't know what that was. That was a whole nother platform. Are we still live? Okay, I hope you guys can hear us and still see us. We apologize. We just different played right after. And that was, yes, that was a whole nother platform after. It was a show that came on right after. So I was like, what was that? Okay, guys, so that was the video clip in which we got arrested on the Brooklyn Bridge fighting for the Haitian immigrants, and you saw a very emotional night. I'm already an emotional person, Trina, as you know. I don't know if you got this. Did you see that video clip, Trina?
I did see it.
Yes, my dear. What did you think about that?
There was a lot. There was really, really a lot, because it's like when people of color fight for the things that are rightfully, it belongs to us. It's like we're persecuted in the worst way.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Always persecuted, always persecuted. And it's so interesting. I love that word. Somebody earlier on Instagram said they were frustrated, and you're saying persecuted. I love both of those words in speaking about our experiences, because they really resonate very close to home. When we as a Black people stand up for our rights, or try to get the same treatment, or try to get the same things that other communities get, people want us to forget like the past. I remember Hillary Clinton once was like, slavery was so long ago. So long ago, we're just getting our freedoms after how many of hundreds of years. But this is how their communities feel about certain things, because they feel like we shouldn't get our freedoms, we shouldn't get our reparations. But like Hillary, for example, comes from a lineage of Jewish people, Rodham. Her real name is Hillary Rodham, and then Clinton was her married name, right? So what happens is we could still talk about the Jews and what they experienced. You follow me? And
Yeah.
they can still have all sorts of memorials and reparations, billions and trillions of dollars from whichever governments, right? Um, and we have to, literally go by their rules because they're so powerful. But we as Black people, when we get into power and position, we forget our fellow brother and sister, it seems like. And then what happens is we don't have the same capacity, we don't have the same power as the other groups. I utilize the Jewish community very often, and people are like, Anaya, that's anti-Semitic. How's that anti-Semitic when I'm not saying anything bad about the Jewish people? I'm saying we need to be like them and become powerful like them. So yes, it's like, just like you said, we're being persecuted, we're being like ostracized when we stand up for our community. But why do we even have to begin with? Other communities that are not of color, white communities, whether they're Ukrainian, whether they're Jewish, which Jewish people are technically not even white. However, all of these categories of people, they get everything, and we have to fight for anything that we need. So in that clip you saw where I literally, with 5 other men, got arrested for blocking the Brooklyn Bridge. But you don't see the Ukrainians having to do that, right? They don't have to come and escape to America and block down the Brooklyn Bridge and get help. Biden
Well,
makes a call and sends them $5 trillion off beat.
what I'm noticing about white America, what they do to Black Americans is they spoon feed us. Like they're like, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. I gotta go off topic for a minute, but I'm gonna come back.
Okay.
Like for the whole George Floyd thing, right? They arrested him. They sentenced that officer, whatever. That's spoon feeding us because they're like, oh, we got one, we took care of that, and y'all should be good. No,
Right.
what about all the other innocent people that have done time and they have served time for a crime that they didn't commit? And it was like, this is what I mean when I say that they spoon feed us. It's like, we'll give y'all a little bit and y'all should be okay with that. No, we're not.
Right.
And I wish I wish Black Americans would just wake up and be like, no, it's not okay. It's unacceptable, and give us what we deserve.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And here's another thing about the whole George Floyd thing. And you're right for going off topic, because I was about to go off topic as well. In regards to George Floyd, the law wasn't even passed, sis. The law that Biden passed, or quote unquote said that he was going to pass, right? He has not passed that George Floyd law yet.
Of course not.
Exactly. And here's the thing. Him and Reverend Al Sharpton, for example, are the best friends. And literally, I know Rev feels some kind of way because here he goes in pushing hard for the Dems, pushing hard for Biden, pushing hard for the Clintons. And neither of those administrations have ever done anything for our communities that they said that they would. Now, I don't even want to bother with Joe, excuse me, with Obama, because we know as a Black man, he never was going to be able to pull any strings for us for real. But what he did was he opened up, I feel, the community up to say, well, you know what? If a Black man ran for office and was a senator, maybe I have a shot in becoming a politician. So in my heart, I don't blame Obama because he was just a puppet like the rest of them. However, he did open up the, I guess, doors for a lot more Blacks as well as immigrants to become people in position. Whether or not we're going to see anything powerful happen in our lifetimes, I don't think we are. However, he did open those doors and made a special way for those communities of color to stand up. But you're right. George Floyd is just one of those perfect examples as to them lying to us. Not only do they spoon feed us, but they bullshit us. Let's talk about that. Sis, I even go back to the point of, let me find it better than I can tell you, but keep speaking, sis, so I can show you this better than I can tell you. And this is why I feel so upset when it comes to this topic, but I can't stress myself out anymore because I have a child to live for. And if I keep stressing myself out, I could die. You know what I'm saying? Of a heart attack. And I'm not trying to go there. But go ahead as I look for this picture.
I also wanted to say is that what I'm learning about politics and politicians is that they're all BS.
Yes.
Because I never forget what this man said, this white man said. I can't remember his name. He was like, when you convince Black people that Democrats will be better for them, they will always be Democrats. I
Mm,
will never forget that saying. I was like, wow, and that's the truth. And me, I'm not Democratic. I'm not for either of the parties. I'm just independent
that
because I feel like I could do my own thing. I just don't need to be Democrat. It's just too much political BS with it. And nobody's telling the truth. Everybody is lying. And what makes it bad is that they're lying to one another. And then the lies affect us.
absolutely, sis. You better preach. And that man hit the nail on the head, sis. What did he say? If you could convince a Black person, what?
He said, if I can convince these Black people that the Democratic Party will be best for them, that they're always going to remain Democratic. And he ain't never lied. Because I remember when Biden was running, and my sister was like, oh, Kamala Harris, I'm going to vote for her because she's Black. I said, I don't even think you understand the history with Kamala Harris. I don't think you did your research. Because if you did your research, then you would see she incarcerated over 400 guys, wrongful convictions. And I was like, yeah, I could tell you don't read. You just go with the flow.
Wow. Well, a
And
lot of
never
people,
one time, it only, I remember it was one time while, her running for the campaign that she admitted that she was Black. And that was only to draw the Black voters in.
because she knew that's what was going to do it, bring in the color and literally the
Mm-hmm.
sister thing, because she was actually also in a sorority. Don't ask me which one, because I don't do
Me
sororities
neither.
and stuff like
Yeah.
that, so I don't know. But yeah, sister, I never was one of those, because I gotta be free, honey. All these sororities and stuff, they keep you trapped. But anyway, so she did the whole sorority thing, like, I got your back, sister, sisters. And then when push comes to shove, again, she's just silent on so many issues. But a lot of us do that. And I'll never forget. And I'm glad you brought that up too, because I'll never forget. I have a sister in the cause, and she's a Republican. I had never met a Black woman who was a Republican. I know that probably sounds ignorant, but hey, it's the truth. And she basically told me, Anaya, if we all are Democratic, then how are we going to know what's happening on the Republican side? We have to have people on every side,
Mm-hmm.
every room. And I never heard it like that either. And it made perfect sense what she was saying. So that was the first time. And literally, that was during the time that Kamala Harris was coming to, visit us in Harlem, right? Reverend Sharpton brought her in, and I was in the room for that. And that was the first
Mm-hmm.
time I heard of that, because I was like, I didn't want to talk to this woman, and she's probably watching tonight. So what's up, sis? You know who you are. But when she broke it down that way, I was like, that makes perfect sense. Because if we're all Democratic and they're not doing crap
It
for,
does.
right? They're not they're not doing anything for us either way, not if we're Republican or Democratic. But hey, we might as well have somebody on the Republican side knowing what the hell is going on to see what's really good. And she has mastered that. And she's not the only one that I know who's a Republican and that are Black. And I say, best of luck to them. Now, I can't personally be a Repub because I feel like there's so much hypocrisy in the Republican Party. But that's just my personal point of view, because like with the whole Christianity thing
Mm-hmm.
and them wanting to control so much of the women issues, that's a whole nother story. I'm a Christian, but I'm not one of these Christians out here, like we've discussed, sis, that's just
Mm-hmm.
blinded to every little thing out there. But speaking of Bible, let me do this real quick too. And let me share this fool's pictures, because I no longer have respect for this man. And again, I know in everything, he's not 100% at fault, because he is, a president who has a lot of people that he has to answer to. So here's the bottom line. I don't know who the president has to answer to, but I know the president has to answer to a whole lot of people. That's why presidents can't do so much. But I'm showing you guys, oh, Mag the G Floresto wants to join on Instagram. Thank you, Mag the G. I hope I'm saying that right. Mag the G. Hi. I'm going live. I'm accepting your live now on my good old Instagram. Hello, can you see me? Hello, welcome. It says that she joined, but I can't see her. If you can see me, join me back or join us on that good old Zoom. So real quick, Sister Trina, can you see my page and
I
everybody?
can.
So
I can see it.
you see it, right? So this fool named Joe Biden, again, I don't know who Joe Biden has to answer to because I never really studied that much into the powers that be and all the different layers of politics. I just studied the bare minimum to help my community. But I know that presidents, they don't have the last word either way. However, here's what gives me the most problems, right? So as Joe Biden was running for office, right? And mind you, I know the background of this because I was the person that reintroduced the man to the team in Miami that got this done, mind you. Did I see a penny of this? Absolutely not. Did I get any acknowledgement for it? Absolutely not. But that's our people, though. Either way, you could be Republican, Democrat or whatever, but our Black people still ain't shit sometimes because they really don't care about their own brothers and sisters. And again, I feel like that is one of the biggest issues we have. Okay, moving forward. So Biden knew that the only way he could make a really big push into the Haitian community was to actually go to Miami and be with the Miami Haitians to beg for their vote. If you look behind you, Biden is in Little Haiti. This is not just Miami that Biden is in. He's in a community called Little Haiti. And as you can see in this description right here, it says the push to get Haitians to exit from Democrats, right?
Mm-hmm.
He basically went down there in 2020, right? 2020, and begged the Haitian people. They had a big celebration for Biden. You see the women in their festive gear dancing for Biden, and him and his wife, Dr. whatever her name is. I can't even stand her either, whatever her name is. Child Jilly. Yeah, Jill, there she goes. They even got on their knees. Biden got on his knees for the Haitian people and begged for their votes and begged them to, support him, and he would be there for him. He would be there for them, rather, excuse me. Okay. This is why Anaya has a problem with these politricksters, because it's nothing but politics at this point. You go to a people's community, you get on your knees, you are begging them for their votes. Literally. And I know my Haitian mother's watching, and I know other community people are watching, and they're probably going to have a problem with me talking so candidly and openly about the situation, but I'm just sharing facts. This is all facts. You go to Little Haiti, Biden, you get on your knees. Then when you see that shit hits the fan, the president of Haiti is killed, you have one problem after another. Immigrants are flooding the United States or trying to come into Mexico and come into Little Mexico or different communities. I'm calling it Little Mexico or whatever. Like they're coming into different communities trying to escape the problems of Haiti. You turn your back on the Haitian people that are crying out for help. The same Haitian people you begged, you got on your knees for, you asked them to vote for you, Biden. And this is what you turn around and do.
Mm-hmm.
How lovely are you? Little Haiti is the cultural heartbeat of America. Little Haiti is where everything pops off. We have a ton of politicians, we have educators, we have everybody in every community in Little Haiti. And yet you go there, you beg for the vote, you get on your knees, you dance with the people, you eat the food, and then you turn around and you turn your back on Haiti as soon as you get what you need. Here's another example. ET Sound, welcome. Good evening. It's your girl Anaya A. If you want to say something, mute yourself. I don't know who you are exactly, but welcome. This is the person. Hi, ET Sound.
What's up? How you doing?
I'm good. What's your name and where did you hear from us? I see ET Sound, but that can't be your real name.
You should know me by now.
I don't know ET Sound on Zoom.
Ambassador to the United Nations will join us.
You should know me by now.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Let me open this up. I got you very small here. ET Sound. I have it very small because I was going to show a picture here. Mm-hmm. I should know you. This is not people. They're people. No, this is not people.
To help decrease I was in the march with you. Forgot?
You were in the march with me?
Yeah.
Oh my God, which one? The one where we shut down the Brooklyn Bridge?
Correct.
Hey, thank you, brother, for joining. It's been, what, a year? Literally, today makes it a whole year.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining. How are you?
Doing good.
Doing good. I would love to hear what some of your take on what's been happening since last year. And again, the name ET Sound, I'm like, wait, on Zoom, everybody's different. But before you share, real quick, you see this sister here, Trina? Biden uses this sister as a token Black woman. Her name is Karine Jean-Pierre, and he literally put her in position to be the Speaker of the House. So kudos to her for becoming Speaker of the House. But what does that do for the people, right?
Mm-hmm.
When if you remember less than a year or so ago, there was a Black sister who became the head judge woman. I can't remember her name right now. Her name is very interesting. I can go back and get it for you. She's like the big head judge woman. She's actually African American, and when she became the head judge woman on the Supreme Court and blah blah blah, it was a big to-do situation. I told everybody on my live, just be careful congratulating and getting so excited about this woman, because no sooner do they put a Black person in this type of position, get hit, they're going to take something away from us. And I want to say, before that statement even left my damn mouth, guys, literally, you know what they took away? The abortion rights. Our abortion rights as women. They literally took that away within 24 hours of me speaking that into existence, because they already had it worked out. They were working on it. So whatever a Black person in position, something's coming. Go ahead, sis.
Well, the abortion things, believe it or not, was in the works because, they wanted to do it when Trump was in office, but they succeeded when Biden got in office. And that's because, if you ask me, Biden is not on his P's and Q's, and he is not the smartest of the deck. Let's be real.
Absolutely.
It shouldn't have never gotten to this point. And you know how hard we got to fight, like 10 times harder to reverse this shit.
And we're probably never going to be able to, because of the fact of all the stipulations and the things that are put into position when you have somebody like Biden in position who is not very strong. But again, here's what I was going back to. Whoever they have to answer to is the one that's pulling the strings anyway. So yeah, it started when Trump was in office, and it was supposed to be put into position and into place. However, it couldn't get done that quickly. But they had to do what you call a scapegoat, a smoke mirror, if you will. Right, my brother, E.T. Sound, welcome back. And so what they do is they put different people in position to say, we gave you this Black person, you guys should be happy. Everybody,
yeah,
all the world is cheering. Like
that's the spoon feeding I was talking about, sis.
There you go. That part, sis. Absolutely. That part. E.T. Sorry, go ahead, sis. Go ahead. You were going to say something?
No, I was going to ask E.T. if he has something to say.
That part.
I saw a text came to my phone. I'm like, okay, let me see what this is going about.
Exactly. It's been so long. Oh my God.
You know who it is now, right?
Yeah, now totally. How's your friend doing, by the way?
Everybody's good. Kenny's good.
That's what I was gonna ask. Now I remember totally, because my camera is open actually, because on Zoom the pictures are this small when you're sharing the screen. So I'm looking closer and closer, and I'm like, I don't see who that is, but I know. So DT, what you've been up to, and join the conversation. We're talking about last year's phenomenon, and offline we'll talk some more. But for now, we'll keep it 100 and share that the group didn't make it very far. And we didn't have many actions after that, but I'm still an activist and I still keep fighting, as you are as well, I perceive. What have you been up to, and what do you want to share about that day too?
That day was more of helping out more, because I knew the cause. I know how to that what was about. That's the reason when I helped out.
Right. Correct. Right.
And
what have you been up to since then?
I created a new group called Creole Jam.
Okay.
you might heard about it is we did something at the Labor Day. We created a whole new line of Haitian costumes on the Parkway.
Wait a minute, that was you, sir?
Mhm.
ET, what?
Yep.
I saw Rose Guerriere all over the media with that. So that's why I'm like, wait a minute, is that you, her, partnership? What's going on with that?
Well, it's a group. It's called Creole Jam. It's a group of us. I'm always in the background, so you won't never see it because I'm not into that.
I know. Trust me, that's where I'm like, who's yeah, you're never in front of a camera. So for you to be here is pretty historical.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, yeah. So tell me more about Creole Jam and how does one support and be a part? Because I'm not gonna lie, and I'll just share this publicly, as I got every invitation every year for the parades and everything. I get invitations on the parkway, like now you gotta be there, blah, blah, blah. But due to the shootings every year between Juve and the actual day of, I'm like, you know what? I'm not risking my life. So I got invitations to walk with the governor. I got invitations to walk with the whole Nan family, et cetera, et cetera. And of course, my Haitian people are always like, now you gotta be there. I'm like, I'm good. Even with the governor, I don't feel safe. I'm like, she's 4 feet tall. That gunfire could go right over her head. But
Um, Gunfire was zero.
yes, this year was, which is beautiful. I'm happy.
Gunfire was zero. The Labor Day is a little more control. There was a new sheriff in town, so everything was a lot of things has changed. A lot of rules has been changed in the parade.
Okay.
So people was like more on the behavior side.
Civil. Mm-hmm.
Yep, yep.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
I know. I watch everything from where I am, from a distance. But
yeah.
I saw that there was some footage being done and interviews being done before the actual parade with the costumes. And it was the first time I think Haiti had such an elaborate, decor and involvement. Tell me about the inspiration behind that, please.
Oh, I could tell you. I could tell you. It's about the stigma behind it because of years that they keep saying, even though Haitians are the largest on the Parkway, but they're also the ugliest on the Park.
Mm,
In the sense um, of they don't bring costumes. The bands doesn't bring costumes, and the bands not really focused on the culture. They're more focused on them than anything else. It's like more of a battle. Like if one band's in front, one band's in the back, or one band's in the middle, it's all about I got the biggest crowd, I got the biggest sound, I got the
mm,
lyrics. It's more like like a sound clash between two bands, and at
yeah,
the end of the day, the bands sit back, say, I got the props for that year, and
right.
they work on that. But the culture, it's zero when it comes to the culture for them. They don't promote. They don't say anything about the culture. They'll show you how it was non-existence.
Right. And you
So
took a stance. You said, let's do something.
yeah, like I sat there. I said, I'm not gonna lie. I've been doing that for 19 years.
Really?
With yeah, 19 years on the Parkway with these things. You could say I was pulling the monkey business. The clash back and forth, and like I like to bring the sound. I was part of it. So I said that like all this time, and we still don't have no recognition. We still don't got no props that we won award or something. It's
Mm,
like huh. I said, I sat back. I said, no, let me just sit there and just create a group, and we put everybody together. Like I got Rose, I got Gerard and Kader, I got Roy, I got
yes, I saw him being interviewed too. Trina, these are all of our people in the Haitian community.
yes, I got Roy, I got Gerard Kader, and then
I
I have
saw that.
Serge Demoncy, I got Joe Mignot.
I see.
Yeah,
So I got some key people elements. You know, let's put this together, and we did this in 2 months.
I love it. Nobody called Anaya A, but that's okay. I was busy being fat and pregnant, so that's okay.
Okay, okay. I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
I had a
I didn't.
baby. I had a baby, ET. I had a baby.
Oh,
My
that's why I saw a little clip. I saw a little clip when I was logging on.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 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 I had a beautiful little boy. His name is very long, so we'll just call him King. That's the best name for him is King, because Lord, oh, it's too much. But so I had a baby boy named King with my African husband, who's from Burkina Faso, Africa. So that's why you haven't probably seen me around too, because ask Trina, my sister that's on with us tonight. She can tell you, he was a miracle baby, and boy, he was a big miracle. Sometimes when you pray, you don't know what God is about to birth in you. So thank you so much for those that are watching. Real quick, let me just share. Haiti Mediatel Media Tele. Oh, Media Tele is watching. We have my guy. That's who I thought you were. Mr. People all the way from the Dominican Republic. We have Esther Lamour who's watching. I love her. We have Cat Bell, Femme Creole. These names are gorgeous. I love them. We have Cynthia Carmel. We have Jean-Pierre Louis that's watching. Thank you. Oh, Jean-Pierre Louis says, great to focus on the culture in regards to what you're saying for Haiti. God bless King. Thank you so much.
More coming up. We got more stuff coming up. So
We have some more stuff coming up, says ET. I love it. And then he says, great work. For sure, Jean-Pierre Louis says to you, Mr. ET. So I'm super excited that you're with us tonight because it's been so long. Thank you so much, BC Abdullah. BC Abdullah is saying, congrats. Thank you so much, my love. I appreciate you. Tell a friend we're live tonight with community leaders, and the Anaya A show is on live with you all. And you can join us by dialing in on Zoom 436-903-4585. 436-903-4585 if you want to add anything to this conversation. So what started off with us talking about the march in regards to the shutting down of the Brooklyn Bridge. Let me just talk to you about this too, ET. And of course, Trina can jump in at any time. And I love that Trina and I have been conversating about this. ET, Haiti has gotten worse, as you know, my dear. Haiti has gotten totally worse in the past year. We still don't have a president in Haiti. And I've been hearing so much bad news. Matter of fact, I have a friend real quick who just shared some really sad news about Haiti in regards to the killers of our Haitian president. I'm not going to go in detail live tonight because I'm afraid for my own life, actually. But I'll talk to you about that one-on-one. And as he was trying to tell me the disparaging news, I was like, don't tell me another thing. I just had a baby. I'm trying to live for my kid. If I can get arrested on the Brooklyn Bridge, if I can travel to Texas and go into these communities looking for my Haitian people, that means I really sincerely care. And so when I hear sad news, I get more depressed, right? So I'm getting all this bad news. I'm seeing the imagery. And of course, Biden is giving trillions of dollars to white Ukrainians. And we have Haitian people that are suffering and dying. But tonight, a glimpse of hope came in when I heard that our new mayor, Eric Adams, is actually helping the migrants come in to New York City and has been helping. And there's a lot of organizations behind the scenes who have been putting in the work. And this is a credible source. I'm not saying her name publicly because she didn't give me permission to, but I don't know if you heard the same thing, either Trina or ET. And if you have, what do you think about that? Because it makes my heart happy to know that the mayor is actually helping our people presently.
I don't want to talk about that. So
Ooh, so should we skip that, ET? Because you like,
I'm really very radical. So I don't want to even go there because of what happened to the Haitians under the bridge.
Absolutely.
Because what happened under the bridge, I'll blame Haitians first.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. Talk about it.
The Haitian leaders first because it was a simple little thing they should have do, and they made it a me thing. A very simple thing they should have do. They made it a me thing. Like a group go down there, a group did some interviews, a group went down there, a group of lawyers went down there. They got grabbed a few, came back. You know, I said, and my whole thing, I told them, why we sit back and while we could get a lawyer to do a class act suit and find out how much it's going to cost.
That's it.
And then it's simple. When they said, the lawyer said, look, it's gonna cost you about $50,000 to start this procedure. We come back into the community and say, guys, to get all our brothers and sisters up here, that 20,000 was under that bridge, it might cost $50,000, you know, to get this process going, or get a junction into a courts.
That's
Nothing,
it.
nothing happened.
Mhm.
We got all these Haitian organizations spread out all over the place. This one go down there. This one say, "Look, I have two, two survivors. I got this. I got this." And people was flashing. I did interviews with the, you know. Then what happened? One by one, they was deporting our people. And then
One by one.
it's when people come from Cuba, they have one lawyer come down there with a suitcase.
Mm. Talk about it.
Boom! These are my people. Here's the injunction, and they couldn't stay. They couldn't move. The judge got to go case by case. But the Haitians, nope. Our people is, is all divided all over the place. It's a simple thing. Grab one lawyer, and the lawyer said, "This is how much it's going to cost." We all put our money together. Every Haitian organization put up the $50,000. Boom, it happens. But in our Haitian community, is like I did it first. I
Yeah,
started this, and that's the problem in Haitian community. It's horrible, and I've been doing that for years. The same thing with this Creole jam I just did. A
talk
lot,
about it.
a lot of people say they did it, but they never did it correctly. They did it for themselves, they did it for their business, or they did it
Mm.
for recognition. But they never did it for the community, and that's the
Talk
problem.
about it. Talk about it.
Okay? And the next thing I'm going to do too is that my whole job with Creole Jam is to promote Haiti, not inside Haitians. We don't need to sell Haitian his own product, his own culture. We need
Correct.
to sell outside the box.
That's
So
it.
my whole idea of Creole Jam is just promoting Haiti in every sense. We not doing like give a good example like Haitian Flag Day. Yeah, there's high schools who do it. There's organizations who does it. There's everybody. There's about 1,000, 20,000 Haitian Flag
Yes,
Day.
correct.
Why we can't put ourselves together to do one Haitian Flag Day and then put it in one place that everybody in the world sees it, right?
That's actually a very good point. Matter of fact, somebody approached me recently about doing something like that. I don't want to give out their ideas or what have you, because I don't want them to
No,
come.
you have to give. I listen.
You know me. You know me. I'm very peculiar when it comes.
Let me see. I
Yeah,
told you, I'm out there. I
exactly.
They
So
say they want to do it Fifth Avenue. Then I know. I listen. There's a whole bunch of stuff like they say Fifth Avenue.
yeah,
I hear all these rumors all the time.
here's the funny part. You're on the same page as this person for sure. And I
No,
would
listen.
love
Listen,
to
remember the community is small. Okay, the community is small. I'm a radical for a long time, and I know all the players in the
yeah,
community. I
yeah,
said I know who's the bad ones, who's the good ones, who's so conservative, and who is gonna take your money and run.
that part.
You know what I'm saying? I know all of them, right? And we have more of people who take your money and run.
Yeah.
Okay, so I hear all that stuff. I said, but if they don't have the the focus or how to do it,
Yes.
it's gonna be a flop.
That's it. That's it.
So that's why you see you got all these Haitian flag days out
Correct.
there because one does it and then they say, oh, we did 500 people here. The other one does it, they do 200. The other one does it, did 3,000. You know what I'm saying? But if they put all the heads together, we could get about 10,000
Yeah.
or 20,000 people.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And
You are so right.
that's the problem. And the problem is they don't respect the people who knows how to do it.
Right.
You know,
That's the concept of boulet tête, no, coupe tête boulet kai. Like always fighting, trying to knock each other's heads off. Trina, that's just basically cut off your head, burn down your house type deal. Like
Mhm.
me, I know there's a deeper meaning. That's how the whole thing starts. When somebody wants to do something good to empower, to give back, to help. Even in the Black American culture, we have this situation because I'm in both cultures, both worlds. So I see it in our Black people essentially. But for those who can make a difference, Let's try to stay focused and work together. Matter of fact, I got interviewed this evening. Funny enough, I'm working on something which I'll come back and share with you guys more with my organization against domestic violence and things of that nature. I'll share with you guys more of that for sure. And so today I was gonna go to my office to go live. This is not my usual space, ET, right? I have a space where I go live, but I'm not in that space tonight. And as I was heading over there was an active shooter on the loose in Harlem that just shot up the whole community. People were shot in front of my office, right? And I don't want to speak too loud because, you know, and it just broke my heart. So as I was leaving to go back, to do my live at another location, I got stopped to do an interview. And the question that the interviewer asked, she said, Anaya, give us the last word and let it be, like a positive word or something like that. And I said, love ourselves and love each other. Like there's no other way around it. Because if we cannot love each other, then at least love ourselves enough to know that we don't have to hurt each other, right? But I think we're missing that key part in a basic humanitarian life, which is love. And I think we have been hurt so bad as a Black people, coming from generations of hurt,
Mm,
generations of pain, coming from
mm,
generations of brokenness. So it's almost impossible, right, Trina, for us to love ourselves.
mm-hmm,
But those who do love ourselves, like the three of us that are here tonight, if we keep speaking love, positivity, healing, joy out, it has to magnify and it has to gravitate. And once that happens, more people will exemplify that. I know this to be true because I test it. You know, I can actually curse a lot of people out. I can actually do a lot of things to people that have done things to me. But you know what I do? I decide to either A, ignore them, or B, pray for them and let it go, or C, just forgive them and still talk to them because I know deep down in their hearts, they don't mean it. They're just reacting to something that's happened in their lives and they don't understand the magnitude of hurting somebody else because they're hurt. Hurt people hurt people. But I love and I know love and I know what love can do. So I had to share that tonight because we're going to shut it down in just a few minutes. But I want to hear from you both in what we can do to change the scope of our communities because you've walked with me, ET. You know the magnitude of the community. You've been here as a silent member of the community because people don't see you out. That's why it took me a minute to be like, oh shit, oh my God, right?
The
What,
reason why you see me now, it's just I'm kind of fed up, you know.
right?
I'm kind of fed up because I'm seeing a lot of uh, I'm doing it. I gotta be correct. More of on the production side of pushing the vision of the Haiti. It's better. Haiti is this. We could do this. That's where I'm at. With the Quail Jam. Because I'm right now, like I told you, May 18th is gonna be a big surprise. If you see if I could do uh, a parade, me and
Yes,
Rose, and order in 2 months.
2 months, dear.
Just imagine what I could do in a year,
I love it.
in 6 months from now. Because right now it's under wraps right now. Haitian Flag Day will not be in Brooklyn. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Can you tell me where it's gonna be?
No,
Okay.
but it will be in the city, but in a limelight.
Oh,
Very,
wow.
very huge place. Okay, we're talking about a place that has a name that draw the American media.
Hmm.
So and it's always packed, and it's always people there. So I give you an idea. You might know the sites.
I feel like I may be onto it, but can you keep me updated and posted, please? Because I want us to stay in touch for sure. Matter of fact, if people want to, join forces with you, if people want to work with you, let the people know how to stay in touch with you because it's kind of hard seeing you out in the streets for real. But you know what? Let me just share this. People that are fed up tend to do a whole lot more because they're so pissed off. They're like, I'm done. Let me go
Mhm.
out there and make a difference. So where can people follow you? How can people stay in touch with you, my dear? And again,
Yeah,
congratulations.
you can follow me on Creole Jam, Instagram, Creole Jam, at TikTok, Creole Jam. Everything it says Creole Jam. Creole Jam is it's already copyrighted, so it's nobody can
Oh,
take it. So it's an organization now is building. I'm looking for members now to start building more, and then me. I'm very key people what they could do. But it has to be more of the production side of entertainment, of pushing the culture forward. Without
yes,
the culture forward, you know, they're not going to see us.
absolutely. And you're saying that you want more of other people outside of the Haitian community to see us.
Correct. Yeah.
And
You know,
I
it's like
love
it's
it.
like I'll give you an example. It's like selling compa to a Haitian. Say, I'm going compa, man. One,
Yeah.
it's like, what? I rather sell it to the Asians, the Jamaicans, the Panamanians, the Russian. It's not a broadening. Open it up. You know, if you
Yep.
stay there, in a corridor, you only sell it in the back door. Come on, you limited yourself,
There
and
you go.
that's why Haitians never sell more than 50 to 100,000. You know, they might get 1 million after 2 years or 1 year. You know, they don't do like records like sales like 1 month. We saw 100.
Mhm.
Not happening in the Haitian community.
Right.
And how many Haitians live out? Just Brooklyn alone can give you about maybe half a mil.
There you go.
But we don't sell, you know, to the mass. We sell to ourselves, and after that, it's done. Then we have these DJs out there don't support the bands, and they just copyright everybody. Just so it's a big mess.
Absolutely. But you said Creole Jam is to find you. KR. Make sure people know.
No, 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 no. Creole Jam is specific for C. The reason why you put K, then you limit again. You go limit it yourself. Okay, Creole Jam is more than other than Haitians. I'm representing Martinique, Guadeloupe, Saint Martin, Guyane, anything French Creole. Creole Jam is going to promote because
So
right now,
spell the way you want us to know it, because I thought I saw the KREYOL version
no, no,
when I saw it.
let's see,
No?
let's see.
All right. Tell the people how you want us to spell it, because honey, there's a
It's Creole. It's Creole. It's simple. It's
KREOLE, the regular way.
regular way. You want
Creole Jam.
right? Because the reason why our job is to promote the culture itself, and we also go promote the Haitian culture, but we all go promote every culture is in Creole. So it's again, I'm not limited myself and limited the production itself is gonna be bigger because we could sell the music into Martinique, Guadeloupe, Guyane, or back and forth. You're not doing that.
Right. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Well, I appreciate you so much. And you have my direct line, right? To call me after this, please, because I want us to talk because I'm working on something and I think a partnership would be great. And I would join forces with you for sure and be a member and things
Yours
like
right now. Oh, trust me. I'm for the Haitian Flag Day. I need Haitian organizations to be a part of this, not
that.
individual, but Haitian organizations to start being part of something bigger than what they be doing, because
I love it.
I still gotta respect the people in Florida who does the Haitian Flag Day. Kudos. The people who does it on Nostrand. Kudos.
Yeah,
I'm not stopping nobody who's doing Haitian flag days. Who's
absolutely.
doing in the high schools, kudos. Not stopping them. But my focus is to promote it outside the box itself
Mhm.
in bigger stage.
Excellent, excellent. I'm on live on Instagram as well for those that are watching that just joined us on Instagram. Lanaya A live. I'm with my friends here, and we're talking about Haiti's issues, but also some solutions that we have with Creole Jam, as well as organizations joining forces. Trina is a business owner herself. Trina, what would you like to leave the people with as some positive energy and also some solutions for our community?
You hear me?
Now I can. Yes, my love.
Well, the main thing I want to leave with is kindness. Just be kind to one another, love one another. And if there's a situation, any and everything could be worked out. It could be talked out. And if you can't work it out or talk it out, you just go your separate ways. That's just it.
That's just it. And Trina, if people wanted to follow you, subscribe to you, or even purchase some of your beautiful products, how could they do that?
They can go to my creative hands with a K and two E's, creative hands on Instagram.
All right. My Creative Hands. Trina makes beautiful soaps and lotions and body salts, right, Trina? Oh, hello?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yep.
perfect, perfect. I'm so glad you guys had a chance to hear.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I'm so glad you guys got to hear from our people, and I'm so glad you guys tuned in. I know this wasn't the time that I usually start, but today's issues were wow. As I was coming on to talk about this 1 year, anniversary of us shutting down Brooklyn Bridge, of course, I'm faced with a shooting right in my community. I just want to pray that those that were shot this evening, this afternoon, are okay, that they were not harmed. We heard that there was one person shot in the leg, and she will be okay. Perfect. And she will live. So I'm excited that she is going to live. But it just breaks my heart that we have to constantly be facing these issues on a daily basis. It just breaks my heart that we as a people don't understand the magnitude of being nice to one another and also sharing love. It's literally the Brooklyn way. With that being said, guys, I'm going to be coming back on live more. As you know, I was getting up to like 2,000 plus hits a week on my social media platforms. I have people DMing me every day, who wants to be able to get interviewed on my show, who wants to be able to talk with me about their products. One of the things, ET, too, and Trina knows, I was doing was I was promoting people's businesses, our community's businesses on my platform, and pushing our communities, businesses, as well as whatever products that you have. Like Trina, we're going to be working on something to get her products out there more because they are amazing. And she does this wonderful gift basket that's so creative. That's why her company's name is Creative Hands, right? So what we want to do, and I wanted to share this with you before we get off, ET, is there's a lot of people in our communities that don't know how to market, that don't know how to get their products out there, and that need help. They literally need help showcasing their work. So in having a partnership with somebody like yourself, we can be able to help
Again,
those.
like I told you before, we just started out. Like I told you, the first event was the Labor Day,
Of course.
and the next event is going to be much bigger.
Yes, sir.
Because in our Labor Day, this is the first time we had costumes. We had two floats of costumes,
Hmm.
and plus we had a VIP stage on Eastern Parkway. So
Ooh.
we're doing a lot of things differently.
Well, I wanted to share that because you actually have a knack for either public relations or media or something because you came out of nowhere. Like I said, I saw it and I was like, wait,
But people should know my background. I'm more of a production engineer, and I do a lot of shows for MTV, VH1s. So it's a walk in the park for me.
oh, see, I didn't, let me tell you something. As long as I've known you, I didn't know your background.
Like I told you, I'm always in the background. When we see those big concerts happening in Barclays Center, all that stuff, people don't see me. I'll be there like 6 o'clock in the morning, putting speakers up in the air. Nobody knows who put them in the air.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know. So this is people. I don't need to boast and brag who
Right.
I do. It's a benefit me.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
it's a benefit me. But like I told you, the whole idea of Creole Jam is to promote the culture itself. That means everything inside of it. That means products, everything. So my sick, like I told you, the explosion is gonna happen on May 18th, where I'm gonna put it at, and then everything is going to follow. And then I'm going to start doing expos, art, um, yeah, stuff like that. So I'm going to start opening up, having big festivals. Then that's where you can do
Oh, you're breaking up. I heard festivals and then we lost you. Trina, are you there?
I'm here. I want him to keep us posted so we can support him.
Absolutely. I feel like oh, he froze. He froze, but you know what? He is doing an excellent job and I'm excited. Oh, he froze, but he might be coming back. So we're just gonna wait. Yeah, he did an amazing job. So for those that don't know or didn't see what this man did, that's why I'm so excited about Creole Jam, because I literally had no idea that all this was going to be happening on the parkway. And in a very short time, he brought our Haitian community together, like he said, and made it so that they would be able to see us in a positive way and in a positive light. And the reason why what he's sharing is so intriguing. Hey, John. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the NIA show. I'm back, honey. We working. The reason why this is also so beautiful is because what he did with this is he got key players in the community to promote. Trina, like the person who actually works for the mayor, is the person that was promoting and things of that nature. So, you know, it's like, wow, he really did his thing. I will call you. He's calling now. I will call you right back as he's just calling now. So we did it tonight, like I said. Um, and I'm so excited about to shut down because I'm tired. I got so much more to do tonight. I have some editing to do and things like that. So yeah, he got the mayor's staff and the mayor's people to promote this excellent idea for Creole Jam. And they were featured in a lot of different places for Creole Jam. And it was literally a celebration of 55 years of New York's Carnival. And they did something at King's Theater as well. Imagine coming out of nowhere and then being able to celebrate this momentous event with the key players of the community. So I'm really grateful for his experience and putting things together and working to make our community look like a community that has something going for itself. Because at this point in our lives, we have to do better in our community. So we did it, guys. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I know literally it's been a while since I've been back with, like I said, Trina has great products that she does with creative hands. I'm back with the work that I do. Of course, I'm not going to be back like 5 nights a week or anything like that, or even probably not even 3 nights a week. I have a break tonight because my son is knocked out. I make sure I take him out all day to get him all tired. Trina, you know, I'd be like, let's go, little boy. And he'd be like, why? I wouldn't sleep. No, you don't. Let's go. Because I realized if I take him out all day, then guess what? He gonna sleep in the night and mommy gets to do what she has to do. So we made it happen this evening. To everybody that watched and sent comments and things of that nature, thank you so much. To you, my sister Trina, thank you for your input as always. Thank you for taking a stance and making sure that you are a part of the community, doing great and beautiful things as always. And let's continue to build and grow together. Again, it's your girl Anaya A, and I'm happy to be back with all of you people. By the way, people, don't forget these last images again of this bastard named Biden who went to, you know, Little Haiti and begged us to vote for him. And I say Haitian people, but you know what? In the crowd and amongst the Haitians were Black people, there were white people down there, you know, there were a whole lot of people down there. Not every single person was Haitian. You know, there were Black Americans that were joining forces, but Biden and his camp utilized the Democratic Party of Little Haiti to really push his agenda. And then when push came to shove, instead of looking favorably upon the people of Florida, or excuse me, of Haiti rather, guess what he decides? He decides to ignore the cries of the people that are literally begging for asylum now. So it hurts. It hurts tremendously. But what are we going to do? We're not going to cry anymore. We are going to fight back and we are going to say enough is enough. And I thank God that we have a mayor who has heard the cries of the people. And let me just share this too. The mayor hears the cries of the people because the people have been in his face. Don't think the mayor would be doing all of this if he didn't have people like letting him know this is what's going on, sir. We need your support. And they actually were behind this man 1 billion%. So the Haitian people did stand with the mayor hard. Whereas Anaya A came for the mayor. I was like, sir, I need you to give us jobs in these streets. And the mayor was like, Anaya, you have to volunteer. Volunteer for who? I have bills, sir. Who's gonna pay my bills? That's another story with the mayor. I love him. Eric
I
Adams,
don't.
you love him,
I,
Trina?
I do not love this mayor. I feel like he's doing a poor job as far as New York City. I feel like crime is on the rise is because he's not doing what he's attacking police instead of encouraging them. Like he's a joke to me. I'm sorry. I'm glad you love him. I don't.
Well, I don't love him like I mean, it's a love-hate relationship. The mayor knows, he knows me. I have him on speed dial,
And
but I
then
don't
what
even
he's doing to all of these people because they're not vaccinated. Like at the end of the day, like you are really
well,
putting.
don't forget that whole vaccination. Hear
No,
me,
I didn't hear
sis?
you.
I was gonna say, I totally concur, but don't forget that whole vaccination thing started with Trump administration, which de Blasio was a part of. So he came into that mess. That's the only thing I give him. In regards to the other stuff, you're right. But guess what? Our people have to put the guns down. So I hate like the fact that I walked into a crime scene today on my office. Sis, my office. You're like one of the only people
Yeah.
that you know what I'm saying? Outside of like the people that I work with and stuff, I don't let everybody know where I work because you never know who has ill intentions and things like that. But you know where I work and you know my space. Can you imagine walking through there today and seeing crime tape? But right before, thankfully, my office manager who runs the whole place was like, crime scene alert, the whole building is on lockdown. I'm like, what? That's crazy. So the crime is something that's so finicky because the people are creating the crime. And at this point, why are they shooting each other? Like you guys got like I don't know the whole story actually still because I mean I got there late, thank God. But sis, it was at KFC. What y'all fighting over some chicken? Like I think there's enough biscuits and soda to go around. If it's about the
Yeah.
bruh, bruh, like you feel me? Like why are we fighting over the chicken right now? Like I
Well,
can't.
the smallest thing like somebody bumping you can lead to your
That,
death.
that
You know
part.
what I'm saying? It's something so small. You got to understand these young people, they get trigger happy. They wait for an excuse.
They
You
wait
know,
for it like, yo, you hitting me? My J's just got messed up. You stuffed my Nikes. LeBron James, these Yeezys. Like, why are they $1,700? Let me tell you something, sis. Before we shut it down, I have to share the story. One day I was on the bus, and I'm glad he brought that up. I was on the bus, right? You know me traveling through these streets, and there was three black boys on the bus. One was super light, so I knew he was biracial, and the other two were Afro American. And the one black boy had on some, I don't know, some tennises that I've never seen, sneakers, right? I call them tennises, some sneakers that I had never seen before. They had all sorts of stuff happening on them. These young people, they got all the new stuff, right? And then the other boy had some like real regular, whatever, but apparently all this stuff was super expensive. And
mhm.
the third boy, who was the light-skinned one, ready for this? The light-skinned one didn't have no name brand, anything really. He had like a white tee and some jeans and like some Nikes or whatever. And I'm looking at all three of them, and my nosy, rosy ass has to find out like what y'all wearing out here? Like, what's the newest fashion? Because when we were growing up, it was like FUBU, it was like
Mhm.
polo, whatever. So I always try to talk to the youngs and find out what's popping. And so the dude was like, the one with the real expensive stuff was like, "Oh, you don't know what this is, ma?" And I'm like, nah, not that Jesus Christ looking footwear that looks like you just came out of Jerusalem. How am I supposed to that look like Jesus Christ footwear? He's like, oh my God, the disrespect. And they laughing, they clowning him like, oh shit, So he was like, these are like 700 for whatever name. I never heard of this in my life.
Is it Balenciagas?
Child, don't even ask me because I don't know. Like something that it looks like it's like cotton and they had different colors. And sis, I should have taken pictures. I usually take pictures of stuff, but I think I was so messed up mentally, I didn't even take pictures because I was like, wait, what did he just say? $700 for something that looked like Jesus Christ wore them before Christ, like back in the
Mhm.
day.
It probably was Yeezys. It sounded like Yeezys, but go ahead.
Yeah, girl, don't know. And the jeans was something else that was like 1,200. The shirt was 400. And it was like a regular purple shirt that like had a symbol on it or something. And I'm like, what? And then the next boy was like, yeah, ma, this, that, and the third. And then the third boy was like, and they all were telling me the prices of everything. The light-skinned one had the cheapest clothes. Then I was like, well, you know, guys, as you guys are telling me these prices of your clothing, understand that you could be investing into your futures, and you could be like rocking, you know, stuff that you create by your own self, and you could be getting paid for it. Just like this whole Bitcoin thing, you know, me trying to throw out some knowledge, you know, how they could make money. And they're like, oh, we know what Bitcoin is too. So they talk about Bitcoin. The black was like, yeah, I know about that Bitcoin. I got Bitcoin. So the little light skinned was like, no, you don't. No, you don't. Doling on him. He's like, you don't know what that is, and you don't have any. And I was like, well, how you know he doesn't have any? He's like, because my mom got mad Bitcoin and she knew about it before it even hit the stock market. I was like, let me ask you something. Your mom's white, isn't she? He's like, yeah, how you knew? I was like, I just figured. I said, where your mother live? She lives in London. I was like, uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Her mother doesn't live here in New York with her biracial son. Her mother might be a multimillionaire who had to send the child away to live with the black side of the family in the city. He's taking buses. He's doning on the Negroes, right? The real black boys, telling them they don't know nothing about what he's talking about because he's so privileged. But here's the funny part. He had the clothing that cost the less because economically he knew that it didn't make any sense fiscally to be putting all that money into his gear. So, irregardless of how he was raised and how his mother, who was a white woman, was doing whatever she was doing, because none of that, you know, is my concern. I was
Mm-hmm.
concerned with the fact that the black boys literally were wearing like $2,000 worth of gear and didn't have $2,000 in their pockets.
And the biracial kid did.
That part. So I wanted to end that with this story because at the end of the day, a lot of times our black kids are actually shooting each other or whatever because of that gear that they're rocking, but in their pockets, and leaving something like a legacy is not going to happen because they have no legacy to leave behind. So when we go out in the streets, let's just talk positively to our young people. Let's try to educate them a little bit better. Let's show them love because at the end of the day, in that short scenario, as I was on the bus, I just wanted to cry, but I was strong enough to try to leave a positive word. Like, y'all, stop spending all that money on this stuff because it's not going to take you anywhere. And then I was like, listen to what he's talking about when it comes to the Bitcoin and save your coins. That part.
That part.
That part. That white boy, mixed boy, biracial boy, whatever, he had maybe $100 worth of gear on, but had the most money out of the three of them.
But you gotta look at it this way too. As we're in school and stuff like that, like our parents, because they live from paycheck to paycheck, they don't teach us how to save or invest. You understand? And this is a lot within the black community, within the Haitian community, within like a lot of other communities.
Yeah.
They don't show us this, you know what I mean? It's stuff that we have to learn on our own.
Yeah.
That, is see that biracial kid, his mother, she was taught how to invest. She was taught how to play with that cryptocurrency and the Bitcoins and all that other stuff. Us, we want to be taught that, but guess what? The person that we're entrusting and teaching us, they want to charge us an arm and a leg for some basic knowledge.
Yep. And I do it for free. So I have a little team of people that I rock with. I don't know if I told you about that, but since I, had the baby, I had to put a pause on everything. But we're coming back to it because investments and saving our coin is so important, and we got to teach our youth. So I'm glad you shared that. It's so true. And I hate when people rip each other off. But you know what? Those that are doing the most false things to the community, they going down one at a time. They are literally going down. So let them keep playing. If they don't have their stuff correct and they trying to charge, I saw something come across my stream today where somebody's being promoted as somebody that can help write grants and stuff, and she's doing a course, $50 per person for a course for free information. Are you writing the grant too, ma'am, or no? Because
You
if you're
charge
not,
these. I'm like, you charged me $50 for what? And I remember when I was looking into Craigslist, and there was this guy was like, oh, we want to give grants to small businesses, but you got to sign up with our life insurance. What?
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 Nope, nope, nope.
No, thank you.
We're not doing that. Thank you, but no thank you. That's how they do it. That's how they catch you every time. But we got to be smart, sis. We got to be smart and we got to stay positive. The more positive we are and the more we educate ourselves, the less they can bamboozle us, you know? So, honey,
Amen.
amen to that. We got it. Let's have a talk. I'm gonna follow up with ET real quick, sis. And then for those that didn't hear the song earlier, I'm not gonna replay the video, but I'm gonna play our closing song, which is Pour le pays, which is the Haitian national anthem, where it talks about the Haitian flag and what it means to the community. It's just unfortunate that our country is going through hell, but one day things have to get better. So, sis, I don't know if you want to listen to it. And you are a token Haitian sister. So I don't know if you want to listen to the Haitian flag song. If not, we can follow up later tonight. I can hit you up because some more stuff came across my desk about you know what, but I'm not gonna talk about it publicly. So we're gonna talk about it later. How about that?
Listen, I'm gonna be up all hours of the night.
Perfect. So I'll hit your line up. Give me about another hour.
Yep.
All right, sis.
All right.
Good night.
Good night.
Hey, everybody.